Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Office 365. In this video, I am going to explain you how you can create your users in Office 365 from tenant administrator. Also, I am walking you through how to reset their passwords and some other things available into the user management. So let's get started. Let's create a new user into Office 365 tenant. So the very first step is to open the browser and hit the URL portal.office.com, and from here you have to log in with your Office 365 admin account. I was by default logged in into my browser, so it didn't ask me to log in again. So now click on the admin, and from here you have to expand the user option from the left navigation and then click on active users, and from here you can add your users or you can manage your users. So let's check how we can add a single user at a time. So click on add user and you will have an given screen. Just enter the name of the user. For example, I am entering as an Contoso user. Display name will be automatically pre-populated as soon I am losing the focus on this last name here. And then you can edit this. Like if you don't want user in your display name, then you can remove it. It's your choice. So let it be. And here you have to select your username. By default, your first name will be under row in username, but here you can again customize it. So let me write converso.user. So now this is my username, and from here you have to select your domain. At present I haven't configured any custom domain, so it is not showing me any other domain, so I have to go with this. And now you have a password options. Like, do you want this Office 365 to generate a password for you, or you want to create your own password? So if you click on let me create the password, then you will have an option to enter your custom password. Let me create a password here, and it's showing strong. And now here we have two important things, like require this user to change their password when they first sign in. If you are keeping this as a checked, then in that case, when this user will log into the Office 365, then that user have to compulsory change his password. But I am not checking this because I do not want the user to change the password. And the another option is send password in email upon creation. Like in most of time what happens is like we forgot the password that we have assigned or we have created. So it's better or it's up to you. It's up to your decision to send password on email or not. By default it will give you the Office 365 tenant administration account here. So let me click on next, and the next tab is you have to assign a product license to the user. Even you can create a user without assigning a licenses, but that is not recommended by Microsoft. So it's better to create a product license, to assign a product license. The very first step here also is to select the location. Like if your user is belongs to some other country, then you can select the other country from here. At present I am not changing this. Let's go with India, and here you have to assign a licenses. Here it will show you like how many licenses are available with your tenant. As this is my first user I am creating, so I am having all my 25 licenses available. And from here apps, you can select which licenses you want to assign to the user. Like if you don't want to assign a team license to the user, then you can uncheck this. By default all licenses will be checked. So you can click over here like Microsoft Office 365 developer, And as soon as you are clicking over here, you can see the license count has been decreased by 1 because now you are assigning a license to Contoso user. And again, you can see all the checkboxes are already checked. Then click on next, and this is the very important setting, and it is an optional setting, but this is very important, like how you want your user to access your Office 365 account. So you have to select the role for that newly created user. So here you will have an option like this Contoso should behave as a user, no administrative access, and if you want to assign some of the admin rights to this user, you just have to uncheck this. As soon as you are unchecking this, you will have option to check all the below given options. Like if you want this user to behave as a global administrator, then you can check this, and you can select from various administrator role and you can assign this role to the user. We will see role management in the future videos. So at present, let me create this as an user access. Click on next, and now you are almost done. Review and finish adding. From here you can see your display name is Contoso user, your username is this, and your password is custom password that I have set by default, that I have set manually, and product license this is assigned, and the role is user. Now click on finish adding, and now you can see that your Contoso user has been added, and from here you can see the detail, and there is a next step is add another user, but I am not adding any another user at the moment right now, so just let close this dialog. Feedback, let me cancel it, and now you can see that your Contoso user is added, and here is the detail and license information. Now the next step is let's add multiple users. So in order to add multiple users, what you have to do is you have to click on the tab button like add multiple users, and here you will be seeing the given screen. From here you can download a CSV file with headers only. Let me download the header file and let me open it, how it will look. So you can see that this is how the CSV file looks, and here you can enter your username, first name, last name, display name, whatever information you want to write, you can write it over here, and you can save this file, and then you can import that file over here. So at present I am not entering any data. Let me download a sample user file. Microsoft will also give you a sample CSV file, so let me download that. Let me save, open folder, and if I am opening this file, then you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 users are already added here with the fake informations. So let me import this data to the Office 365 portal. Now here you can see that the username are wrong, like we do not have the domain as contoso.com, but still let's try by uploading this and see what it results. So here I am browsing my file, let's download and import, and let me verify my files. Now it is showing that there are some problem with this file. So what's the problem? Let's download the log file and check what is the problem. So here is the log file, and now you can see that in row number 2 the error is invalid domain or name used in username. So for all we have invalid domain because the domain is not correct. So now what we will do, we will just go to the folder and we will edit the file and update it with the correct domain. For now I am only creating 2 users, And now let me update my domain information. For example, I am not creating all the 5 users, I am creating only 2 users here. So my domain is office 360 file demo on microsoft.com. So let me add this to another user also, and then save the file. And now just let's browse again, and now just verify it, and you can see that your file looks good. Click on next. When you are clicking on next, you will see the options like, do you want your user to allow sign in or sign in block? Let me allow sign in here. From here, here is the location information, and here is the license information. So let's again assign a product license to the user, and then click on next. And now here 2 users are already created, and you can download your result. Let me download the result. It's downloaded. Let me open it and see what it gives. You can see that your username, your usernames, your display names, your usernames, and their passwords are downloaded in the Excel file. And you find here, you can see your 2 users available here. So in this way, we can add our multiple users in Office 365 Admin Center. And next, let's see how we can export the users. And from here you can click on export users, and export could take some time depending on the number of users. As we have only 4 users, so it will not take much time, and you can see the CSV file. Here you can see all the details of the user will be downloaded in the CSV format. And the next, what you can do is you can search for a particular user. Like I am searching for a Contoso user, so it's giving me Contoso user. Apart from searching, what you have, you can also filter your user. Like licensed user, guest user, sign in allowed, or block. You have this kind of filters available, and you can clear all the filters. And from here, you can see a normal list or a compact list. Let's go with the normal list. And now, for example, if your user requests that he has forgotten his password and he requests you to reset it, so in order to reset the password, what you have to do is just check the user, and here you will have an option of reset password. And again, you will have 2 options like auto generate or let me create a password. From here you can enter your custom password, or from here you can give him an auto generate password. So let me again create a custom password, and again I am unchecking this option and reset. So now this user's password has been reset successfully. Now do I want to send this password in email? I will select yes, and I will again select the admin email ID. Send and close.